you one of the biggest from the fight capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. The prize? Well, the winner becomes the unified super bantamweight champion of the world, and he would be just the 8th unified champion in this weight division's 45-year history. The fight, it's taking place at Dolby Live at the Park MGM. The broadcast, well, it will begin a triple header of fights on Showtime Championship Boxing Saturday night at 10 p.m. Eastern. That is 7 o'clock Pacific time. Tickets, in case you're wondering, are available, and they can be purchased at Ticketmaster.com. And this fight is being promoted by TGB Promotions, and it is brought to you by Premier Boxing Champions. Let me introduce the fighters, because we've got two of the top fighters at 122 pounds going at it in the main event. Let me start with the champion fighting out of that fighting city of Philadelphia. He is the IBF Super Bantamweight champion of the world. He is known as Cool Boy Steph. He's none other than Stephen Fulton Jr., 19-0, unbeaten. 8 of his wins have come by knockout. Champ, if you would give members of the media just an opening statement about it is fight week. We are less than a week away from the fight, how training has been going as well.
How y'all doing? First and foremost, I want to give thanks to God and my team. Things been going great. It's fight week. It's time. I am the WBO Super Bantamweight World Champion. So at this point, we're just ready to go. Everything's in motion. Everything's been great. Camp's been great. The build up for the fight has been great. So I'm looking to put on a great performance.
You always do. And my mistake. You're right. WBO, not the IBF. Thank you for that correction. And so let me introduce the man he's going to be facing. This young man fights out of Weslaco, Texas. He's the WBC Super Bantamweight champion of the world. He's known as the Heartbreaker, Brandon Figueroa. 22-0-1, 17 of his wins have come by knockout. Champ, if you would, give members of the media just a statement on how, of course, training has been going. We know that, this fight had to be pushed back a little bit because of COVID. How did that affect you? How has training been going with fight week and obviously the fight date just less than a week away?
Well, I'm just blessed. I'm very blessed. Thank God for the opportunities that, that he has bestowed upon me. Thanks to you guys, Showtime for making everything possible, TGB Promotions. And I'm just happy, I'm just happy it's fight week finally. Has been a long road because due to the past training camp, got COVID. But, everything has been going good. We came back stronger than ever. And now we're here, days away from the biggest fight. And I feel like it's going to be fight of the year. It's going to steal the show. And I'm just happy and blessed to share the ring with Cool Boy Steph. It's going to be an amazing fight. And I just can't wait to give the fans a great show. And especially, coming from me, I'm coming with everything. So, I'm just blessed. Thank you.
Champ, was there any ill effects from COVID? And do you think we'll see any of that ill effects come Saturday?
Definitely not. I recouped, and I had a great training camp, finished strong, and if anything, I feel better than last camp. So with that being said, I feel like going into this fight, you guys will see the conditioning, and you guys will see just all my hard work.
I think that's what fans want to see, and obviously that last fight ended in a knockout, so that's good to hear. Let me start with you guys. And Cool Boy Steph, let me start with you. What would it mean to you to be the unified champ at 122 pounds?
It'll mean a lot for me because, not only I will be the unified champ and the 8th in history, but the first ever to be unified from Philadelphia. So that's history again. So that'll be me making history and 2 times in the same night. Well, 3 times for me, of course. but 2 times in the same night. So that's a wonderful experience and a hell of a accolade that you can say like I would have accomplished. Like that's history. That's me marking my print in books as I continue my journey in my career. So that'll mean everything to me.
Well, obviously, right now you're the only champion fighting out of Philadelphia, and we know how great of a fight town that is. You would be, the first unified champ for Philadelphia since Julian Williams, of course, had done it at 154. Same question for you, Brandon. What would it mean to you to be the unified champion at 122?
I mean, it would mean everything to me, just coming from that, fighting Pride of Mexico. There's been a lot of great Mexican fighters in the super bantamweight division, and I'm just here to represent that. And I mean, just to bring back another belt for my city, for my family, I mean, it would just mean everything to me. So that's why I've been working really hard. And I know that once I accomplish that, it would just become, another dream come true and just represent Mexico at its highest and my family and, everyone back home.
Stephen, I was reading an interview you gave to Fansided, and in the interview you said, quote, "I see this fight going 9 rounds. Yes, 9 rounds max." Tell us why.
I see it because of the type of fighter he is and the type of fighter that I am that you guys have yet to see. Y'all have yet to see the best of me. Y'all have yet to see that I like to fight that way. And of course, once both parties, me and him, get warm in there, and the ref won't even be able to stop the fight. So it's like that fight. I don't believe the fight will last that long. And I know my power. Like my power is very underrated. He has the power that'll wear you down. But I'm the type of fighter that I overcome everything. I don't wear down. I overcome things. So I'm not underestimating anybody. I just I highly believe in my abilities. I highly believe in my intelligence. I highly believe in my speed and my power. I highly believe in myself. So it's like everything happens for a reason. The first fight fell out, but look how God came back around. And this second fight is even bigger. Everyone is tuning in. Everybody wants to come here. More family. I'm pretty sure his family wants to be here. My family wants to be here. So it's like, and we're going to be here. So it's like, this is my first fight coming back with fans in almost 2 years. So it's like, I don't believe this fight will last that long. It's too much excitement. It's too. I'm already there. I've been preparing for this fight since June. So it's like I'm well overdue, and I just don't see it going that long. I don't see it going that long.
Brandon, listen, you were an underdog against Luis Neri. You stopped him with that devastating body blow in the 7th round. You're the underdog in this fight, but you have won your last 9 fights by knockout. Will this be the 10th?
Yes, sir. All my hard work, I just, people are going to talk, people are going to underestimate. They're going to say this, they're going to say that. They think I'm just going to go in there and rock, sock, and robot, but I'm very intelligent, that's the reason why I'm undefeated. That's the reason why I have a lot of knockouts. I'm a great finisher. I know how to put pressure really, really well. And I just feel like once he gets hit with a power shot and once he feels my power, it's going to be a different story. So, I'm just very excited. Like I said, and he made a great comment, God does things for a reason. This fight is bigger than ever. The hype is there. Everything's there. I've been getting prepared for this fight for a while now. And, you always got to take the good from the bad. And I know despite the backtracking of the last fight due to COVID, now we're back better than ever. I feel like, it was just like a refreshing moment that this date is here. And everyone's excited. Everyone's excited, everyone's pumped for this fight. And I just can't wait to go out there and perform and do what I got to do. And I'm just happy.
What'd you think about his comment saying that he didn't see this fight going past 9 rounds?
I mean, nah, it's not going to go past 9 rounds if that's what he expects, but he's wrong. I'm a fighter. Everyone said that I have terrible defense, but yet I'm still undefeated, and I'm still knocking out world champions and former world champions. So, this will be no different. It's going to be the same story as always.
To me, this is really the intrigue about this fight. because as you just pointed out, Brandon, you keep knocking guys out. Cool boy Steph, you keep beating undefeated fighters. It's like they keep lining up all these unbeaten fighters for you to fight, and here you go. You've got another unbeaten fighter, but for the biggest prize.
Yeah, I mean, the comment that he said, well, it won't be no different than other fighters. I mean, I'm his biggest fight today. I'm his real official test. So you can't say it'll be no different than other fighters. I'm not like none of the fighters that he faced before. I'm not. And he knows that. I mean, his family knows that. His trainer, whoever he got from, knows that. And, everybody said, like even the Arnold guy, we're going to rough him up. We're going to bang him out. We're going to, like I said before, I get into that. I like that. I like that type of stuff. Put my back against those rules. Put my back against the wall and watch what I do. I understand that on paper, he's the underdog. I read comments and I like the comments. I like the negative comments that they say about me. I like he's going to get knocked out, pillow fist. He don't have any power. I like all that. But at the end of the day, can't nobody get in that ring and fight for him. So everybody going to see what's going to happen this Saturday, November 27th on Showtime. So it's either y'all can tune in or y'all can get y'all tickets and pull up and sit front row or in the stands and cheer on for whoever y'all want to win.
Brandon, in your opinion, this fight will boil down to what?
I just feel it's going to boil down to guts, to heart, your hard work, conditioning, because I feel like it's going to take everything from both of us. And, I know we both have a lot to win. So there's a lot at stake. And, I mean, like I said, we're both in our prime. We're both, we're just ready to peak. He's 27 years old. I'm 24. And, we're here doing it. We're showing all the other weight classes how it's done to fight each other. I don't know why everyone's ducking each other. Cool Boy says, I've never been scared of anyone. I never ducked him. But he knows that I'm here to fight, just like him. That's what this fight is so big. That's why everyone was going to tune in, because no one's doing this. No weight class is doing this. So I'm just happy to be a part of this. And I just can't wait to get it on.
Cool boy Seth, same question. This fight will boil down to what?
It'll boil down to who wants it the most. More than anything, who wants it the most. I mean, the power, the strength, the speed, all that can die down in the fight. So what do you have left? It's always going to boil down to who won it the most. And for me, it's not about what I have on the line. I don't really care about what's on the line. And that's how I look at every fight moving forward. It's not the prize that always gets me. It's more so of my opponent thinking he can beat me or he's better than me. That's what gets me going. That's what motivates me. So yes, I'm fighting to become unified, but at the end of the day, it's not just about being unified with me. This man thinks he can beat me. And that's what it's about with me. So I don't look at, this is on the line. We about to fight for this. That don't get me nervous. I don't worry about that type of stuff. I feel like I'm supposed to be doing this. At the end of the day, like, this is my life. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. So those things don't move me. What moves me is actually getting in there fighting and beating the guy that thinks he can better than me, and beating the guy that's undefeated, that never tasted defeat before. So that's the thing that is going to boil down to who wants it the most, not who got more power or who's faster or who's more smarter. Because at the end of the day, yes, intelligence gets you a long way, but at the end of the day, when everything is taken away from you, what do you have left? And that's the only thing you have left is within yourself, is who wants it more, and that's what it's going to boil down to. I know it is. The type of fighter he don't got no quit in him, and I appreciate and I like that. He don't have. I can tilt my head off to him on that aspect. He don't have any quit in him, but neither do I. I don't like quit. I hate quitters. Neither do I. So it's going to boil down to who wants it the most.
I love it. This is why this is going to be a barn burner, folks. You're going to have a Thanksgiving feast, and why not watch a championship fight for the unification at 122 pounds? I know there are so many media members watching this right now. They've got questions for you too. So let's get right to them. All you got to do is hit the raise your hand icon there on the Zoom. And Andrew Roberts from Swanson Communications, he will acknowledge you. You can unmute yourself and then ask either the champ Brandon or Stephen your question. So let me introduce Andrew Roberts from Swanson Communications. Andrew, if you would, please let members of the media ask their questions.
All right. Thanks very much, Brian. Appreciate that intro. We will start with DeMichael Cole from the Philadelphia Inquirer. DeMichael, you can unmute yourself and ask your question, please.
Steven, this is for you, man. What's going on?
Hey, what's up?
I just heard you talk about, you got more family and things like that expected to come out there this time. I know last time we talked, you were talking about how it was just you flying out to Vegas, you were very tunnel vision like, and I'm sure that's still your mindset. But what's going to be the difference having, more family there as opposed to earlier in the year when you weren't expecting that?
I feel like just the support alone will make the difference. Other than that, no difference, because my mindset will still be the same, as if there was nobody in there with me. I've been out here for this my third week alone with just me and my trainer. So I'm used to being in uncomfortable positions and alone. So it wouldn't bother me if they wasn't there. But just knowing that they are there will be the support that's always needed. Not saying I do need it, but that everybody likes the support. I mean, it is needed in a certain way. So that'll be a hell of a experience for me and my family.
Appreciate you.
Thanks.
All right. Thanks very much, DeMichael. Our next question is going to come from Jake Donovan with Boxing Scene. Jake, you're going to unmute yourself and ask your question.
Great. Thanks, Andrew. Brandon, my first question is for you. This is the second fight in a row where you're fighting an undefeated champion and you are the underdog. Do you take more pride in playing that role, like where people are sleeping on you? Because I know a lot of people didn't even expect you to take it.
I mean, no. I mean, I come to do my job. I come and execute my game plan. The same thing with Neri. A lot of people underestimated me, but my game plan was still the same, is to go out there and dominate and do what I got to do. And I got him out of there, when this time is no different. It's the same story. So, people underestimate me so much that, I feel like I don't even care anymore. I know my abilities. My team knows my abilities. They know my potential. I know what I'm capable of inside the ring, even though I don't look like a fighter, even though I don't look like I'm going to go out there and dominate. But, that's my style. I just go out there and do what I got to do. I have fun while doing it. And I'm just excited to do it again. Remember,
I'm sorry. Yeah, just one more question for you, then one for Cool Boy, if I can. I was talking to MJ last week in Manchester about, he was saying he was obviously calling for you from the same gym. Anyone would be a fool to look past Stephen Fulton. I'm not asking you to do that, but with a win, with you and MJ being in the same gym, be an issue in crowning an undisputed champion?
No. I mean, I don't know how that'll work along the lines, but this fight might be my last fight at 122. I might move up to 126. So definitely I'm gonna leave everything here at 122 and then move up to 126 and start my legacy up there.
Gotcha. Thanks, Brandon. And then Cool Boy, my question for you. So you've been schooling a lot of cats, especially these undefeated guys. What's different about Brandon that you see this one ending in 9 rounds or less? Without giving away game plan, obviously.
I feel like he's going to engage with me more, and that alone will just bring out more of me by him just being him and engaging and fighting his fight. You got it?
Andrew, who's next?
Oh, apologies. Sorry, I was muted. Thank you for that, Jake. Our next question will come from Jim Conlon. Jim, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hi, Brandon. Brandon, when you look at the records, you have 17 knockouts compared to Stephen's 8. Do you think you carry that big power advantage going into the fight?
Yeah, I mean, I always do. I always make sure that, my opponents, that's the reason why I have the knockouts. They feel like I don't have power. They feel like I don't have punching power. But once they feel it, they feel it. And I know how to work in those sneaky body shots. I know how to, make sure to overwhelm one with power, speed, and a combination of my conditioning. So, it's all part of my game plan. It's all part of my arsenal. And November 27th, I just feel like everything's going to come together. All my hard work, everything that I've been working for. And, I'm gonna just let everything go there. So I'm just waiting for November 27th fight night, and I'm gonna let my hands go.
And my final question is for Cool Boy Steph. Steph, do you feel that your record, that you've fighted the more better fighters, the more quality of opponents, you've been up against undefeated fighters all throughout your career, do you think your resume is more on paper is better?
Yes, it is. It's self-explanatory. I can say that because I took the risk early in my career. Rather these guys say, well, I could have beat him, or who was the guy he fought, or nobody took those opportunities or those chances to fight or face these undefeated fighters but me. So y'all can't say that. So yes, on paper and besides on paper, yes, I faced the better opposition. And it shows. I faced the better opposition.
All right. Thanks very much, Jim. As a reminder to press, if you'd like to ask a question, please hit that raise hand icon. Our next question is going to come from James Bell. James, you can unmute yourself and ask your question, please.
All right, real quick, this question is for Stephen Fulton. Go into a little bit more about you, not really caring about, outside thoughts about you just being focused on this particular fight itself as far as like proving yourself in the ring against your opponent.
Say that again. Okay, I think his mic muted.
All right, you got me. You got me, Stephen.
Yeah.
All right, I'll ask it again. Like, go into a little bit more about you not caring about, outside thoughts about, what your standing is at 122 and just being focused on your opponent and saying that, your opponent can't beat you. Because to know that this particular fight, this could pretty much determine who could be the top guy at 122. But I don't think you kind of like really care about that, do you?
I already know that I'm the top guy at 122. It's just a matter of time, which will be in a matter of days that everyone will see that. So it's not that I don't care about that, but more so I'm focused on facing a guy that believes he can beat me rather than just worrying about being the top guy or what's at stake and what I have to lose and things of that such matter. Because at the end of the day, what I have to lose don't matter until I get in there and fight this guy. So it don't really matter what I have to lose or what's at stake or who's the best 122 pounder in the world, because I still got to get in there and do my job. And that's the win. Most and foremost is to just win. So it ain't that I don't care. I do, but the bigger objective is more so over here rather than just the small objective on my end.
Gotcha. Thank you very much, Stephen. Thank you, Andrew.
Appreciate you.
James. Our next question is going to come from Julius Julianus. Julius, you can unmute yourself and ask your question, please.
Hi. The question is for Stephen. Brandon has said that he loves to be the underdog to prove the others wrong. What do you think about being the favorite in the betting sites? Because you're the favorite.
I don't think much of being a favorite because I've been an underdog my whole life. Like even like coming up facing undefeated at the undefeated, his was handpicked. Mine wasn't. So it's like I've been the underdog. I've taken the harder road. I've taken the harder steps to get here. So if I'm the favorite in a fight, I mean that's good, but that don't mean nothing to me. That honestly, it doesn't mean anything to me. I've taken the hard road to success. I've taken the hard route. A lot of guys wouldn't have took the route that I've taken, and it shows. These guys are just now coming out of the woodworks trying to fight each other due to the pandemic. These guys are being forced to fight each other. I wasn't forced. I had to. This is the route I took. So it's like that. Like I don't know. That don't mean nothing. I've taken the being the underdog and me being on top doesn't mean nothing. I've been the underdog my whole life, my whole career. He's just getting a taste of being an underdog within his last 2 fights. Yeah, he faced the champion before, and now he's facing another champion. I've done that. I've faced Angelo Leo, and then I'm facing him. I've done that. Anything he said he did, I've done it. So it's like whatever he did, I've already done. I've been the underdog.
All right, great. Thank you for that, Julius. Our next question is going to come from Cynthia Conti. Cynthia, you can unmute yourself and ask your question, please.
Hi, gentlemen. This is for both of you. Stephen, you can answer first. What do you see that is Oh God, I just had the question, damn it. What do you see that what does he do best in the ring that you expect of that night? Same question goes to both of you. Sorry, guys.
I feel like what he does best is applies his pressure, fight his fight, no matter how anyone thinks he looks, he's going to fight his fight. And that's the only thing that matters. F what people think, fight my fight. And that's what he do best. He fights his fight. He applies the pressure. He uses angles. He's here for a reason. So that's what he does best.
And same to you?
Yeah, he's a skillful fighter. He's slick, fast. I mean, we know that. So obviously we just gotta go in there and take those out, and I take nothing away from Steph. He's a great fighter. He's at where he's at for a reason, and we study him really well. And props to him for becoming a world champion and getting this far. But I feel like this is my time, and so I really think that this is gonna be a great fight, man. I just can't express it enough. So yeah.
All right, thank you, Cynthia. Our last question from press is going to come from Gul Yakub. Gul, please unmute yourself and you can ask your question.
Thank you, guys. UK press here. Stephen, Brandon, first of all, I want to say well done to both of you for putting yours on the line and willing to risk it all fighting each other. My questions to both of you, it's the same question. Brandon, you've got the height and reach advantage. How much of a factor will that play in the fight? And obviously, same question to Stephen. Will it be a major disadvantage to you, obviously having the height and reach disadvantage in this fight?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, I got to make sure I got a use of my height and reach, and just make sure I go in there, with a game plan. And I always do. I always go in there with 3 or 4 game plans. And I know a lot of people say that I don't use my height and my reach, but I feel like I really do a really good job inside, and I feel like I really do use it inside. I mean, I feel like sometimes I don't really care to use it on the outside to box a little bit, but I know for this fight it's going to take a little bit more than that. It's going to take a little bit of everything, and I got to make sure that I use full use of my height and reach, power, size, and everything that makes me.
Thank you. And Stephen, will that be a disadvantage to you, or do you enjoy having the disadvantages in a fight like this?
I feel like I enjoy having certain disadvantages, and being a shorter fighter is one of them. I love fighting, guys that's bigger than me. And not to bring up, I've always been doing that coming up from a kid besides boxing, but it's just like I like fighting guys that's bigger than me. I like being in there in the ring with the bigger guys. Always made me feel like I was a big dog. And now that I'm facing probably like my 4th or 5th guy that's like taller than me and not the same height, that's nice. I like that. I enjoy that because that on paper that gives me the disadvantage. Of course, everybody, he's gonna get knocked out. I like those comments. I love those comments because that's what gets me going. I sit back, I laugh at them because that disadvantage is what's gonna bring out the best in me. That height, that reach, which, like he said, he don't really use his reach, but in a way he do. But he probably don't know that yet. But this is gonna be a good fight. I just want to say thanks to all the media for tuning in and asking the questions. Thanks to all, and just tune in or pull up and enjoy our fight.
I'll echo that. Thank you, Go, for that last question, and to all the press who joined us today, and to both Brandon and Stephen for your time. I'll turn it back over to the excellent Brian Custer to close it out here.
Appreciate you, Andrew. Thank you very much. And, the one thing I will say, cool boy, Steph, just to correct you, you said it's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a great fight. When you got 2 of the top guys at 122, It's going to be nothing but fireworks. It's going to be phenomenal. That's why you got to tune in to Showtime Championship Boxing this coming Saturday. You've got the WBO champion, Cool Boy Steph, unbeaten. You got the WBC champion, Brandon Figueroa, unbeaten. That alone is reason why you have to watch Furthermore, as you just saw, two of the most charismatic and exciting fighters in the ring. It all goes down Saturday, November 27th, Showtime Championship Boxing. It will take place there at Dolby Live in the Park MGM. It'll be our first visit there to the Park MGM. The broadcast will begin at 10 p.m. Eastern. That is 7 Pacific. Tickets can still be purchased at Ticketmaster.com. So make sure you get your tickets. Before we wrap this up, I got to give you both one final comment. Heartbreaker, let me start with you. Give the folks one final comment.
Yeah, thank you for everyone for tuning in, everyone that's going to show up to the arena, everyone for making this possible, all Heyman, Showtime, TGB, all my sponsors, everyone that supported me up to this point. I mean, Fight Week is here. The fight is a couple of days away. I just can't wait. Training camp has been excellent, and I'm just ready. I'm just ready to get it in, represent Mexico, represent my city, represent everyone back home, make my family proud, make everyone back home proud, and I'm just excited to get in there and leave it on the ring. You guys will see who's going to want it more, and I'm ready to go out there and give fans a great show. Thank you.
Fantastic. Champ, cool boy, Steph, your turn. Final comment.
I like this. I got to give thanks to Guy first and foremost, and then I would like to thank my team. Al Hammond, GTP Promotion, Showtime, the whole Showtime crew, the media for making things possible. Because without the media, nobody will be watching the fight, and the media need they flowers as well. So thank you, Brian. Thank you, I appreciate you. Brandon and his team, thank y'all for making this fight happen, because y'all could have try to go away or a different direction. But at this point, the fight is here. It's Fight Week, November 27th, Saturday. It will be going down on Showtime. Tune in. If you don't got your tickets, get your tickets. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be a hell of a performance and a hell of a fight, and you don't want to miss it. So thanks a lot for you guys, and I appreciate y'all.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Thank you both, guys. Of course, the winner, too, you can catch them on Last Stand podcast, too, next week. So you want to be tuned in for that as well. So, Champ, Brandon, Stephen, thank you very much. And thank you to all the media, all you guys watching. Again, Saturday, November 27th, it will crown a unified champion at 122 pounds. He will be just the 8th unified champion at 122. It'd be one heck of a night. I'm Brian Custer. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day.